Well, well, well. Hello, everyone, on this strange Thursday night. How are we all? Are we well? Where's Ben, you say? Well, apparently, what happened to little, whatever her name was? Little Kim, little rat, little rapper? I don't know. Anyway, maybe what happened to her is what happened to Ben.
I'm here, you fuck.
Oh, little, what's her name? Little what?
Little Tay.
Little Tay. Did that happen to you too? Were you in a pretend car accident?
Oh, evening. Oh, evening.
Good evening.
Got back in time, just in time.
Yeah.
Or did you get live just before I got back?
Yeah. How's the audio, people?
You good? Are you good? Do we look good? Do we sound good? Do we? Is this giving you feelings that you can't describe and really don't want to?
Me or them? What kind of feelings would that be?
Bow, 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 bow.
Dun, dun, dun. It's okay, Julie. Just clean up the living room. We don't care.
No,
With plenty of time.
It's not our living room.
So you're going to tell them what the format is tonight, Ben? Or are you not?
There's a format?
Well, you told me there was a format. You told me that we would only speak to the chat if they paid us. Other than that, we're just going to talk shit.
No, that's not what I said, but...
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm incorrectly summarising it.
I said that the chat could direct the conversation.
If they paid us.
We just need cash. I know a lot of people want to send blankets or water. Just send your cash.
No, but honestly, we're just gonna chat shit for a while, and have some fun.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not. Might get serious. Who knows? Little Tay's not dead apparently.
It got quite serious last night, didn't it?
Got too serious last night.
Do
Too
you
serious.
think?
No, I don't. I don't think it was too serious for me.
No.
Right? But I certainly think it may well have been too serious as a... Well, I don't know. Ask them. Ask them.
I don't know. Was it so
what do you
serious?
people think? It was very different last night, wasn't it?
A different
Very
vibe.
grounded, even.
A different vibe? Was that my fault? Was that because I'd been ill?
I still am ill, so, you know.
Could be. Yeah, but I kind of direct the mood more than you do, don't I? Because you're quite... And I don't mean this in a bad way, but you're quite easily led.
Yeah, like just point him at something and fire.
Yeah. I mean, if I want you to sound off on something, you'll do it. And if I want you to calm down, you generally do it, you know?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Calming down, me? Me?
You're having a glass of Monster. With your 666 in plain sight.
Hell.
Oh, alright, I thought you were going to barb. Just to seal the deal.
You said 666. I was like, hail.
No, I was pointing to the 666 on the can of Monster.
Oh, well, I don't know who I was supposed to be hailing, because I do not believe in deities, be it benevolent or malevolent.
Yes, you say that.
I do not believe in them.
We've had this discussion before, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
And kind of... So you think the whole thing's just a waste of time?
Oh, yeah.
So what makes you want to go on if it's just a waste of time?
I like being alive.
Yeah. Does death then not terrify you?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Why not?
Because it's the only sure certainty in life, isn't it? The only one.
Well,
the only sure certainty in life is that it ends.
You know why they say that? It's because nurses always hang around death, and I think it makes them horny.
Well, I would be shocked and worried if it did.
No, if you think about it. If you're around death all the time, it probably gives you the subconscious urge to procreate, to produce new life.
No, you're going into
No, I
last
don't
night's
think
territory.
I don't think I'm going too far.
Yeah, you are.
How?
You are. Just no. I'm not there tonight. Not feeling that vibe.
I'm just saying that's what I thought. Anyway, it's a
Um,
plausible explanation of the circumstances. I made a tweet today. Like, can we talk about my tweet?
Go on then.
Right. So I made a tweet today about rail derailments, didn't I?
You did.
And I said, have rail derailments stopped? Because we haven't heard anything about a rail derailment for ages, have we?
They haven't stopped.
No, they haven't stopped. 3 a day in the
No, they haven't
States.
stopped.
3 a day, roughly. Okay.
I mean,
And
yeah.
10 major ones at least that I counted since March that have involved either hazardous materials or death. And
This
only
is the
one
United
or
States, by the way.
only one or two of them were reported.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the difference between the first 3 months of the year and the next 6 months of the year so far? Well,
Clicks.
yeah, basically, that's it.
That's it. We were talking about this earlier, right? The media drive, in many ways and in many means, maybe nudged by government, but the media certainly drive what you are to be concerned about, what you are to be worried about over the course of your life, if you allow them to be that driver. I find it all rather funny, really. I find it all rather amusing.
I am going to. I think. Hold on. Does that still work? No, it doesn't.
What are you done? What are you doing?
No. I've got to go and get the key.
Oh, okay.
Two secs.
Just leaving me. Yep, just leaving me to speak to these wonderful, wonderful people. Let me get it up. No, let's not do that. Let's not say that. Let me get it up to speed, shall we say? Let's get it up to speed so that I know that I can see where we are in the show, and if this even is a show, I don't even know. Do you know? Do I know? Why is the Batman trending? Why is Hugh Grant trending? Why is Hugh Grant trending? Let's have a look at that. Yes, let's have a look at that. Hugh Grant blasts Brexit and claims most Britons regret leave vote. Grant doesn't speak for many, says Bob for a full Brexit here. That's his name on X. Bob for a full Brexit. He lives in America. Shalini says... Shalini asks, where's the fireplace?
Well, you can't see it. It's down there.
It's there.
It's down there. You can't see it.
But you've got to imagine it. It's, imagine the most beautiful, ornate, fantastic wood and pearl adorned fireplace that you've ever seen. That's where it is.
I mean, we did. We alluded to the setup and the GIF for the grift.
Yeah, the GIF. He made a GIF. He
Well,
made a GIF.
It's actually
made a
not.
GIF.
It's not a GIF. It's just a video. But the PNG is quite nice. I think we could set something like that up in our studio, Ben, when we get it. Once people have paid us copious amounts of money.
Yeah, enough to build a studio. Yeah.
Yeah, and live.
Yeah, enough to.
And live relatively close to each other in reasonable comfort.
Fair
That's
enough.
all we
Very nice,
ask.
thank you. Said the pumps give up in the smoke machine. Ordered new one. Hope it then works.
Good grief, he's gone a bit far. He doesn't need to do that.
Gonna fix his smoke machine and then.
Yeah, he doesn't need to do that though. He just send us cash. Well, right, come on, hold on. What do you want me to do? The show's called Fireside Grifting, is it
I
not?
know it is.
So do you not want me to?
John,
Hello, Julie. Right, anyway, did you carry on talking or did you just not bother?
I just found out why Hugh Grant was trending on X.
I'm not interested.
He's bashing Brexit.
I don't know what X is.
Zitter.
Right, you mean Twitter? Yeah.
Zwitter.
Which is still called legally.
Right. Twitter. Yes. Hugh Grant is saying that most Britons regret their leave vote.
Chaz is all right. Anyway, most Britons, no, they don't. Well, how can he possibly say that? This is his opinion, right? I mean, yes, I know
And he lives in America.
Yeah, we sit here and we opine, right? But let's face it, I think we've probably got our ear to the ground more than Hugh Grant has. Yeah?
Well, especially as he lives in a completely different country.
Well, yeah, and we actually speak to real people that actually exist.
I mean, if I had my way, I would also live in that country. But at the same time...
Well, I don't know if I would or not. And I don't know if I want to talk about that, because I might keep it for tomorrow.
Well, I will give you a little bit of a spoiler. I could also quite happily live somewhere where it snows all year.
Antarctica.
That could be good, yeah. That could be good. I mean, whether or not they'd allow it, whoever they are.
Yeah, they. I was watching something about Antarctica last night, and it was it was quite interesting. It was about a guy. It was about the psychological effects of living in close proximity with people you hate, right? Or don't get on with. Because if you're put on a research station in Antarctica and you don't like the people that are there, then you're screwed. You know, you're there for a while, especially over the winter. So,
also,
basically,
you know, if a shape-shifting alien from outer space attacks you whilst you're working it,
but
that could be quite inconvenient.
We don't even need to go that far, right? Because
just hope you've got Kurt Russell. That's all I'm saying.
You just calm down. You don't need to go that far. So we've got 2 Russians in the Vostok research station in Antarctica playing chess, right? And the argument gets so out of hand over the chess game that one of them attacks the other with an ice axe and kills him. Right? Allegedly. Okay? Now, this was reported by NASA and used as an example of what can go wrong when you put the wrong type of people in close proximity with each other.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, as a result of that, though, this was under the Soviet Union, as a result of that, chess was banned in all Russian research stations. We banned chess. Chess, niet.
Do not let Gary Kasparov visit research station.
No chess for you.
No, not chess. You want to keep your brain sharp. You want to learn strategy. You do that at home. You do not do it whilst doing research. Yes, beats and tapes. We did see that indeed. Little Tay appears to be alive, and that's why I said if this story is true, right?
Oh, you missed the start then, didn't you? Because basically, I busted at the start of this show. But anyway, it's a setup. It's a scam.
I think it's the parents. The parents have always wanted to use the kid to make money. That's just my personal opinion.
I mean, if I had a kid that was willing, I'd make money out of them as well.
Yeah, I mean, this kid's videos were stupid, but she garnered millions of followers. So, and then she just sort of fell from relevancy, right? Yeah. She had like 5 minutes of fame.
Like us.
They got. When's ours gonna come?
We've not reached the 5 minutes of fame, and we've already fallen from relevancy.
One day my prince will come.
We're just irrelevant. We're irrelevant. Oh. Exciting new segment for tomorrow night.
Is that happening tomorrow?
I'm going to try it. It might just be a short one, but I think we should introduce it. What do you think?
You want to introduce our esteemed guest tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, yeah. What do you think? Or is it?
I'll get my affairs in order.
Oh, okay. You think it's that bad? You think there could be a hit?
Like I say, I'll make sure my affairs are in order.
Wonder if I should. I think one of my lights is too strong. I don't have a strong enough shadow on this side.
I tell you, on the YouTube stream, you look absolutely wunderbar.
Oh, do I?
Is wunderbar.
Okay, I'll just leave it then.
Yeah, that is wunderbar. Very, very well. I never said
so
it.
So for those that are late to the stream, right, and we're not being nasty because we've told you what this is all about. The title of the show is Fireside Grifting, right? So if you want us to do anything, the grift needs to come first. Okay? We're not taking payment after the fact. Right? We are here, and I can't usually use that word pro. We're here as pros, professionals, if you will, of a certain type.
Capitalists.
Yeah, professional capitalists, and we will do more or less anything you. Well, we'll talk about anything you want.
Within reason.
We won't do anything you suggest. We will talk about anything you want within reason. But yeah, so if you want us to talk about something specific, then there needs to be a little bit of grift. And that's we're being upfront. It's not really grifting when you tell people what you're doing, because we'll give you value for value. And
you want to talk about grifting? I'll give you some grifting, right?
Oh, okay.
I'll give you some bloody grifting.
Don't let me finish then. Okay.
Do you finish? Finish. I'll look up my thing.
No, I'm finished.
No, finish.
So if you want that, we'll give you some value, because we will talk, but we'll talk about things that we are talking about, which might not necessarily be the topics of the day. It might be something like my tweet about grain stores, and then again it might not. Because grain stores is actually quite interesting, but then again I might leave that till tomorrow night. Then again I might not. It just depends how things go. If things go terribly, we'll just stop the stream, won't we, Ben? Yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll bugger off.
You're quite light tonight.
We'll go.
You've got a bit of a glow about you. Have you got your big screen on or something?
Right now I've got the white on over there.
The
white
white
I'm read
on?
you something in a minute. Yeah, so
Is
it's
that-
not the black screen.
Oh, God. You brought racism into it already. I've got a lot to say about sad Kant, but I think I'm going to
I
leave
do
him.
have to respond to Harold.
Pardon?
He just said he got his credit card blocked trying to pay us in Argentine pesos.
Well, maybe that was kind of stupid. I hate to point the obvious, but why? Why would you want to pay us in Argentine pesos? I don't understand.
Because it just comes into our account in pounds anyway.
Yeah, so it's not like we get Argentine pesos.
I know why he wants to pay us in Argentine pesos, so that like £1.50 looks like
it looks
400
like
Argentine pesos.
Yeah. But the problem is,
which is fine.
It doesn't come in like that. Because,
his YouTube is in pesos.
Well, that's probably
VPN.
because he's in some sort of weird bloody VPN area.
VPN, baby.
Don't pay us. And just to clear up the grifting thing, you don't need to pay us on on YouTube. You can pay us on Ko-fi.
It's pinned in the comments.
Ko-fi, it's kind of preferred method because they take a lot less of a cut.
But I will say this, right? Let's talk about grifting for a minute. I want to call out the ultimate grifters, right? The ultimate grifters.
Whom?
The Byline Times, baby.
Okay. What have they done?
Off the back of the Dan Wootton story, right, that they're continuing to push, they have so far raised £59,879.
Nice, if you can get it.
Specifically just off breaking the Dan Wootton scandal. If you'll allow me to share my screen, so if you want to put the big screen up for a second, I will show you this to show you.
Share your screen first, and then I'll put the big screen up. That's the best. That's the way it's going to work best.
Okay, let's sort that out then. Okay, share.
And
look at this, folks.
There you go. Oh, that was quite a smooth. Oh no, that's not going to work. Oh right. Oh.
Oh, it was neat, but it's there.
Yeah,
right? They can see it on the left-hand side.
Yeah, okay, right, okay.
But breaking the Dan Wootton scandal, just on that alone, help us keep exposing wrongdoings. And they've just got Dan's face over and over again. Raised £59,879 out of a goal of £75,000.
And are they going to be using some of that money when they get sued by? Who was the guy that did that kind of thing? The art piece behind them?
Dan Wootton.
No, the famous guy, the artist that did that.
I'm not sure.
Oh, good grief.
No. Are you looking it up now?
No. Go back to your live shot. I'll look it up in a minute. But yeah, what's he? Oh, come on, the troll room. Oh, I was going to ask the troll room, but should I? Should I not? He pays YouTube Premium in pesos.
Why not? You know, if you can do it.
Yeah, fair enough.
If you can do it.
Andy Warhol, but his estate's not dead, is he?
No.
So there you go.
Well, it's not just Andy Warhol whose estate's not dead, is it? It's a lot of old famous artists.
Andy Warhol is the artist that invented that thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You know,
yep,
so
okay,
they've copied
now I'm
Andy
with you.
Warhol effectively, right? So is Andy Warhol's estate going to come after them? I would if I could. I would say you better use some of that 59 grift to pay us.
Well, you know, if I'm still quite unsure, right?
Fuck off, Banksy.
I'm still quite. Oh my god, Banksy is the most overrated crap artist
Banksy
going,
shit. He's nearly as bad as Bob Moran.
That was low, man.
I don't like Bob Moran's. I don't like Bob Moran's cartoons. They're not that funny, and they're not that bright.
Oh no! Do you know what? I will say this: over the past couple of years, they lost any semblance of humour.
Yeah,
All the humour, it's all gone.
Yeah,
they're just dreary and depressing now.
Yeah.
Beats and Tape says, "I got a Banksy. Who wants to buy it?"
Why are you reading his comment out?
Well, because if he's really got a Banksy, he could sell it and pay us.
He's not got a Banksy. Look at the amount of people that say they've got a Banksy and it all turns out to be LOS, doesn't it?
Didn't he build that like
Banksy? Yeah, I just hacked this wall down and spray painted it and pretended it's a Banksy. Yeah, sure you did.
Yep, of course you did. Yep. It's printed though. There you go.
It's a print, so you've got a photograph. That's what you've got, mate. That's all a print is, a photograph of a picture.
Oh dear.
Well, yeah, is it not? Tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, technically, you're absolutely correct, yeah.
There you go.
But are we talking?
I'll get a photograph.
But he'll sell it for 10 mil. Who wants to buy? Well, certainly not us.
He's never going
Certainly not us.
Sell a print. Even if it's signed by Banksy. Where's there's no provenance. You can't provenance a Banksy because nobody knows who he is.
Yeah, because he's more than one person.
Exactly, but that's it. There's no provenance. So it's all
just a
LOS.
bunch of people with a bunch of stencils that turn up against walls and go. Tss.
Yeah.
Oh, let's put the Banksy signature on. Oh, let's fuck off quickly.
It's just like Just Stop Oil, except by night. With more colour. That sounds like a video. Just Stop Oil by night with more colour.
Oh, look, I'm spraying oil onto a wall. I'm stopping the oil.
Excuse me.
Oh dear.
So you want to talk
We should go down that Banksy rabbit hole at some point, shouldn't we? Because everybody does know who the original guy is.
Do they?
Right?
Who cares?
But
Do we care?
Just stop oil painting.
Do we care? That's the question. Do we?
Well, I don't care. You don't care, but they might. They might.
I'm going to look at my notifications. Well, nothing yet. I'm going to look at my notifications and see who's annoyed me.
See who's annoyed you?
Yeah, people annoy me in my notifications.
I mean, I won't be in there, surprisingly, because I don't really interact with anybody on Twitter.
I think that guy's not annoyed me. Oh, maybe he has. He's got one of those stupid animal dog things. Well, I tell you what I'll do first of all. I'm going to go to my lists. Right?
I mean, do
I'm
you
gonna
want to
go
talk about West Yorkshire Police, or do you want to talk about them arseholes tomorrow?
We'll talk about it tomorrow. I'm going to go to my lists and I'm going to see who's put me on a list today. I've not been put on a list. See, I always feel when I've not been put on a list, and you know, people in the chat, if you want, go ahead, but you will get blocked, right? so people that put me on lists annoy me immensely. So the first thing I do when someone puts me on a list is block them. So, and it seems to work remarkably well. So yeah, so that's that. So no, nobody's really annoyed me tonight. I've got a low annoyance level at the moment.
I have a question.
You may proceed without payment.
How quickly before Best Buy go bust?
I don't know anything about it.
Do you want me to tell you about Best Buy, John?
If you want.
So Best Buy in the United States currently being exposed by OMG, who are the O'Keefe Media Group. You know, James O'Keefe's new grift.
Yeah,
maybe?
okay, right, okay.
Best Buy have released a new management training program
Okay.
for non-whites. No white people allowed.
Yeah.
But it does say, interestingly, the racial criteria allows you to identify as black, as Asian, as a Pacific Islander, or Mexican / you know, Hispanic.
I'll put on some weight and pretend I'm from Tonga. Hey man,
Well, Jeremy Hambley.
me from Tonga. Me huge.
Well, Jeremy Hambley from The Quartering is offering up to $500 towards the education of any Best Buy staff member who's white, who identifies as one of the other things to try and get onto the management program, or in fact, who a black or Asian or Pacific Islander, one who goes and fills out the form but identifies as white. Who sees what happens. I mean,
Yeah.
if you've got the money, why not to splash about like that? I mean, we don't.
Oh, I just think the whole thing's loads of nonsense, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to see the Haunted Mansion tomorrow, John.
I know, you showed me your ticket.
Yeah, Grim Grinning Ghosts come out to socialise.
Is it
I'm actually looking forward to it.
It's not a musical, is it?
No, but there is a song. The song has always been in the ride, to be fair. And it will be in the film at some point. I can guarantee it.
You kept banging on about seeing Oppenheimer in an IMAX, and I thought, oh, there's an IMAX near me. And I looked it up last night, and it's showing, and it's only like 11 quid a ticket.
Do it. It's cheap.
Okay.
Go and see it. Yep. I do kind of want to respond to Lomax in the chat.
No, don't respond. This
won't
is
respond.
Fireside Grift. The chat has no response until we have either a Ko-fi coming up the screen or a super chat or something coming up the chat. That's the way it works. I mean, that's the whole basis behind this. And we're not trying to be nasty, because we're telling you up front. We're here by the fireside and we are grifting. Right? So we are more than happy to take your questions, but like other professionals, the cash has to come up front. Yes, that's fine. Hey, Andrew, no problem. You just carry
responded
on.
to him.
No, I'm not. Well, you're correct. Yeah, but I didn't
Yeah,
respond. But I
got you there,
no,
didn't I?
but I didn't respond to him in a manner that helps him. I'm not responding. He didn't really ask a question. He made a statement, and I just said, "Well, if you can't afford, no pay, no play,
I made a statement of fact. You made
No
a statement
pay.
of fact, John.
no play." And again, it's not personal, people. It's not personal. It's purely a business transaction. There's been no kissing. What are you shaking your head at?
I mean,
Yes, Ben.
I don't know now.
See, Matt Letizia has just made some sort of tweet, some serious suppression of this tweet going on. So he's tweeting about his own tweet. That always gets me, right? If people are tweeting about their own tweet, how do they know it's being suppressed?
Well, you can determine that, kind of, by because now you see how many impressions a tweet gets, so you see that in real time. Yeah. And if you've got hundreds of thousands of followers, say, and it's getting like 55 impressions.
Well, okay, right. Let me just read this to you. So Matt Letizia says, fascinating read, right? The Finchley Road fraud story, Gordon Bowden, and then gives a link, Gordon Bowden, blah, 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 right?
Yep.
That's not a tweet. That's not a tweet I'm going to talk. I know, and we'll get there right in a second. That's not a tweet that I'm going to go and look at, is it?
Nope.
We have a winner. Dreadeye has stepped up to the mark. Thank you very much. What would you like to discuss tonight, my good man?
He made his comment. He said, nice deal.
Is that, well, is there nothing? No, but he's more than happy to make another, to formulate.
I'm joking!
More than happy for you to formulate a question, sir. We're like the Clinton Foundation. Oh, no, we're not. We don't kill people. We don't.
And for the purposes of
that was a joke.
That was a joke, first of all, and second of all, we have no evidence that the Clinton Foundation has ever been involved in killing anybody, and also we are not suicidal.
And yes, that's correct. And we didn't kill ourselves if we were.
Yes, we did not. We're not suicidal.
We're not
just
suicidal.
says keep going.
What are you saying? Right. So Dreadeye says keep going. Well, that's fine, Dreadeye. That's not a problem. I tell you what. Every time somebody donates something, if they don't want to say anything, we'll go for another 15 minutes.
Will we?
Does that not sound reasonable?
Well, it depends. If 10 people donate and they say just go for another 15 minutes.
No. If people donate and ask a question, that doesn't extend the time. But if people just donate and say keep going, right, then we'll add 15 minutes.
I got a better deal, right? If they donate and they don't want to ask a question, they get one of these.
You're nuts. You're nuts because you seriously think we're going to get 10 people donating? Well, I'll tell you what. If that's what happens, I'll keep going and you can go to your bed.
Because at some point I'm going to die of bloody moisture loss here.
You won't really, but the thing is, I mean, I'm more than happy for you to go to your bed and lie there, toss and turn, and send texts all night, annoying people. Because that's kind of your life anyway.
That is my life, yeah, I don't sleep.
So why bother going to bed? Why not sit here and annoy people on YouTube?
Because, well, if I do move to the house, I could also come back in on my phone rather than sitting in here.
Yeah, you could. You could do that.
I could do that. I could do that.
So if you feel the need, you have to. Hello, Robin. What is it? That's a blank slate? Is that your point?
Yeah.
So we need to keep telling people. It's your turn. You need to keep telling people what the rules of tonight are.
Donate and you can speak to us. That's basically what he's going for.
It was your idea. I just said, do you want to come on and just have a chat? And you come up with this whole idea.
I said,
you come up with this whole idea about grifting. If they would like
to direct the conversation.
Yeah, and it was your idea. You come up with asking for money.
No, I just wanted to call the thing grift.
No, you said that it was you. I would never have dreamed of asking for money, but you come up with it, and I thought, well, okay, I'll go along with it. You know, you make all the big decisions.
Do you want to watch back over every fucking show we've done?
Whoa!
Right?
Whoa! I sense a bit of hostility.
Oh, he's going there. Yeah, he is.
I sense some hostility here, Benjamin. It's such a millennial thing, isn't it? Turning off the camera, because if I was a millennial, right, I would think, oh, that's devastating, because what's happened is, because millennials are so used to being the centre of attention, when they turn their camera off, they think everybody's devastated. But you know what? We're not really. It's like...
Bye.
Oh, don't go, Ben. Don't go. You are the centre of our world. Come back to us. So anyway, Robin, yes, as Ben improperly explained, the nature of the show is called Fireside Grifting. And we were going to come on and we were going to talk shit to each other, but Ben's gone in he's gone in a huff. I actually don't know why he's gone in a huff, because I thought we were having a laugh, but Ben's gone in a huff and turned off his camera.
I'm actually having a break. That's what I'm doing.
He's turned off his camera, so he's probably got the bucket out, right?
Well, I'm just... What?
Have you got the bucket out? Do you want to mute? Do you want me to put on the artificial flushing sound?
No, I'm just wiping up the sweat, actually.
That's what you call it. So anyway, so Ben,
Yeah.
So the nature of the show is the Fireside Grift, where we come on here and talk shite to each other. And if you want us to talk about anything in particular, then a small donation, tiny donation, is appreciated in either YouTube or on Ko-fi. Ko-fi is always preferred, though, because
We really appreciate it, by the way.
and we do appreciate it. I know we're joking around tonight, but
I am losing weight in real time here.
well, but that's a good thing, Ben, because let's face it, mate, we both need to lose weight.
Oh, yeah.
I do
I'm
like the way
going on
that Shalini's completely disappeared. She's tight. I mean, I
am
know
going-
Irish people are tight, but as soon as
I
we
love her.
mentioned grifting,
God
she
love her.
just disappeared.
God love her. She's coming down in a couple of weeks, actually.
You better save up.
Harold, we have no money. I did have to respond to that one. We have no money. We are. Yeah, I will answer his question from earlier as well. Yeah, I'm going to the air show next week because it's free. And it's on the seafront right there.
Well,
Right.
to be fair, you don't even need to go to the air show. You can watch it from your back garden.
And we do. We
Yeah,
do watch
well,
it from our back garden sometimes because we can see it.
So,
Right? We can...
I had a strange experience today.
Was it paranormal?
I don't know, right? But I was
Hold on,
in the
hold on.
toilet. I was in the
Do.
I was in the toilet
Okay.
and I sniffed. And I looked around
Hunter?
because when I sniffed, right, I heard this ringing noise. This ringing, you know how, remember when you used to go into an old shop and there would be a wee bell above the door and the door would catch it and it'd go ding, ding. Or if you went into a hotel or a shop or something and there had a bell on the counter and you went ding, 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 you know, those little bells, right? I heard a ringing noise, it was very like that. And then when I came out and sat down, I sniffed again. And it happened
Hunter?
again. Every time I sniff, I hear this ding, ding, ding. I don't know what's going on.
It sounds to me like your body is preparing to have a stroke.
Oh, that's fantastic.
If he actually has a stroke now, I'm going to feel pretty bad.
You are going to feel bad, yeah.
I'll feel awful. You know, so awful that I'll actually fly to Scotland and go, I'm sorry. I made you-
Yeah, I'll go.
Oh, just, yep. Don't have a stroke.
Right, I'll try not to.
Every time you sniff, I was just thinking, Hunter? Hunter?
Oh, Hamza? There's a new Hamza. out.
Hunter.
Did you?
Hunter.
Oh, Hunter. Yeah. Did you like the new Hamza? Hamza.
I did. I liked it.
Have you seen it?
a lot.
You've not seen
have.
it, have you? Have you? You haven't watched it. You haven't watched it.
Do you know what? I would also back her if she used the language Karens, right?
Okay, maybe you did. Right.
Maybe I did.
Did you hear what he actually said? Did you see the real Hamza? What he actually said? He's a lying bar steward.
I don't know this term.
Yeah, this term's unknown to me. I have no idea what you're talking about. What?
He's sitting there calling everyone a Karen back in his office, isn't he? Let's face it.
Yeah.
He's going, oh, she's a Karen.
You're too white. Get out the sun.
Get out the sun, Karen. Get out the sun.
So, yeah, I had to go through the subtitles and change all the Karens. Because the subtitle thing picked it up as Carrons, Karons, rather than Karens. And don't say I'm saying the same word.
I mean, you are. You are.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying the same thing.
You are.
There is a difference between Karons and Karens.
Yes, I know that. You know that.
Well, why does the subtitle thing not know that? If you were English, you see that this is where the Scottish people.
Because it's supposed
Scottish-
artificial intelligence, and it's not at all intelligent.
Scottish people do get discriminated against. Did you see what I did there? I coughed, right? I coughed. And even though there's nobody here, I automatically cover my mouth to stop sneezes and diseasal spreading diseases, right?
Puppy.
Imagine that. See, and that's what we used to do before, before we were told to implement other restrictions.
Before we were told to place a towel over the mouth of somebody who was mouth and nose of somebody who has passed out from heart failure. Whilst they're not breathing, we are told to place a large towel or cloth, a damp towel or cloth over the mouth and nose, and then start pumping the chest to ha 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 ha, stay alive, stay alive.
Oh, it's not. Oh no! A happy birthday was when you're washing your hands.
Happy birthday to you.
Careful now.
Happy birthday.
Careful now. You're getting too good at that. We might end up with a copyright strike.
Happy
No,
birthday,
don't do it. Don't do it.
Mr. President.
Stop it.
Happy birthday,
I'll mute you.
Mr. President. El Presidente. Speaking of El Presidente, fucking Ecuador.
Yeah, what about Ecuador?
Have you seen the video?
No, I haven't seen the video. I'll need to.
I've seen the video.
Well, send the link to me and I'll have a look at it for tomorrow then. That sounds juicy. Juicy to see. Do you see?
It happened whilst we slept last night.
Yeah, do you see more than you should, do you think?
Maybe.
Send it to me. Send me a link.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a.
Well,
there's
it
a
happened
few
while
from
I
a few
slept and
angles.
you tossed and turned.
Oh, yeah. 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 I swear to God, I'm losing weight. That is one of the positives here.
Yeah, but it's just water weight.
It's a lot of it.
Yeah, well, there will be, because for every molecule of sugar that you consume, you need to store 3 molecules of water.
Mm-hmm.
For every 1 molecule of protein or fat, you only store 1 molecule of water. Therefore, if you load yourself up with sugar, you're going to have a lot more water to get rid of once you start getting rid of the sugar. Is that why you keep topping up the sugar?
That's all I've got.
To keep yourself fat.
I'm going on a water and cup of tea diet tomorrow.
Just for tomorrow.
No, I'm starting tomorrow. I'm not buying any more fizzy drink. That's why I'm on the monsters. They've been sitting in my fridge for 2 weeks.
Right,
touched
okay.
them.
Do you
I'm
like
getting
them?
rid of what I've got.
Do you
Once
like
I drink
them?
this, what these?
Yeah.
Ever since they put artificial sweetener in them to replace half the sugar, no.
So not only are you drinking sugar, you're also drinking artificial sweetener.
Yeah, for this one session, yeah.
Yeah, it's not great, is it?
No, it's not. But, you know, if I get rid of it, then it's gone. And I don't have to buy any more tomorrow. And I won't buy any more tomorrow. I will
Okay.
not buy any more Monster tomorrow.
So how long do you think you'll last? And I'm not being disparaging, I'm just wondering how long do you think you'll actually last?
6
6 days? 6 hours?
hours.
6 minutes? And we
knows?
have a winner at 6 minutes and 32 seconds.
How long's a piece of string, John? How long's a piece of string? How many roads can a man walk down before you can call him a man?
That depends. That depends.
On multiple factors.
Indeed it
And
does.
this depends on one major factor. Do I have any willpower left?
Do you?
Not. Oh, well, I've kept off the smokes.
He says inhaling a vape. Is it a non-nicotine vape? No.
If by non-nicotine you mean is it the highest commercial strength you can get?
Right, so you've
Then yes.
not. It doesn't matter if you've kept off the smokes or not. The only thing you've done is improve your smell.
Greatly.
Yeah, but you're not helping your body out. I mean, you are the classic I'm going to lose my legs guy. Because not only do you take in copious amount of nicotine, you take in a copious amount of sugar.
Yeah, tomorrow night, if I have managed to make it to the show without consuming any sugar, I am going to be a bitch.
You are going to be in some state.
Yeah, so basically...
He's going to be grumpy, people.
Don't tick me off. I'm just giving you pre-warning now.
Don't tick him off, people. Don't do it.
Because I will not be happy. I will not be a happy... If you see me come in the show and I'm sitting there drinking a can of cherry Coke, then you're probably quite safe.
Safe. We're
right?
safe.
Safe.
If, however, he's drinking a can of cherry Coke that he's filled with water and being a twisted little git, he's out.
No, that was my plan.
He's out to catch.
Now you've just revealed.
Sorry. See, we're actually starting to think too much alike, which is quite worrying because when you phoned me earlier and I said something and I was working on the thumbnail for this, right?
Yeah.
Because we talked about this afternoon. I was working on the thumbnail for it when he... No, that's nonsense. I'm talking nonsense. When I phoned you this afternoon to talk about the other thing, I said, do you remember when you used to go on and just talk about nothing for hours? And you said, yeah, I was thinking of doing that tonight.
Yeah.
And I said, I thought about that as well. Should we try it? And so far it's actually been a better night than last night, hasn't it? Because we've earned more money already.
That's true.
That's true.
Woo!
Well done, Troll Room. Well done.
Well done.
Don't give up, though.
Well done.
Don't give up. We could go all night. You're always telling me you can go all night. But you've never proven it.
I don't have enough gigabytes in my phone to record that type of video.
Gigabytes.
Gigabytes.
Why is Twitter such a little bitch?
Well, because it's being run by Linda Yaccarino.
Yeah, but even without that, it's always been a little bitch because you can't put an audio clip on Twitter.
Well, you can record one into Twitter.
But you can't make an audio clip and upload it to Twitter.
No, you can't.
But you can make a video and upload it. So, I recorded an audio clip today. Did you see it?
No.
The one with the ambulance.
Yes.
So I recorded an audio clip today. I don't think I can put that audio clip on YouTube.
I wouldn't.
No. So I recorded an
really
audio
wouldn't.
clip today and I went to put it up on Twitter and I thought, it's 2023 and you still can't upload an audio clip onto Twitter. But you can do a video.
Live.
So then I had to
go live on Twitter.
Yeah, but that's no use. It was there was two people in it, and it was a generated audio clip. So then I had to go into Resolve, stick a video on it, render it out as a video, and then put it up on Twitter.
Yeah.
What you doing, Ben?
I'm doing something. Just keep talking to me.
What are you on? Are you on 5G or are you on your dodgy fibre?
This that's running all of this is on the fibre.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Okay.
Which is now not so dodgy. They've managed to stabilise it.
Oh, that's
and
good.
And I've wrapped cables round things so that if I knock them, perhaps it won't do anything. Right?
Good idea. Cable ties.
So I've done that. But what I'm right now doing... Hold on. You keep talking to them for a second. I'll tell you in a sec.
Okay. Let's see what's happening in Twitter world. that's just a stupid question to ask someone, isn't it? Why would someone ask such a question? So, it's see, this annoys me when I start these great conversations, and then people go off in one and have a big fight on it, and then eventually it pops up, and I think, well, why is this guy saying this to me? And he's not saying it to me at all. He's saying it to someone else. You know, and what he was saying to that other chap is, are you converting to Islam or moving to Moscow? Well, did you hear about that? Or should I save that? I might save that for tomorrow. I'll save that for tomorrow.
Oh,
okay.
No.
I'm going to save that for tomorrow.
Stop this.
Okay. What?
No, I'm talking to myself. Don't worry.
Oh, are you still blogging about?
Yeah, I'm doing something.
He's doing something. People. Bear with him. Saw Russell Brand today. Somebody tweeted something about Russell Brand wearing a kilt in the Highlands, and it looked more like a dress, to be fair. If anything, it was a kind of very traditional type kilt where you throw it over your shoulder as well. You know.
Hey, John.
Hey, Ben.
Go look on my Twitter account. Go on. Go look on my Twitter account, John.
Ben.
John.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Hey. Hey, John.
Wait, hold on. I'm still getting there. What's happening?
You're getting there.
Where are you?
Go on.
Oh, why won't it open? Have you been
getting
banned?
a real behind the scenes look over there right now.
Did you get banned?
No, I'm live on it right now. We're live on Twitter right now. We're talking about being able to put things live on Twitter. They can see us both, but they can only hear me.
No, we weren't talking about putting things live on Twitter.
Well, there we go. If you're watching this live on Twitter right now, click that link. Come join us on the main show, because you can only hear me. And what I can do is I can do this, right? And I can do, woohoo, hello, come over. Click the link, right? John's waiting. You can only hear me. But John's waiting. Click the link up above. Come over to YouTube. Come and chat some shit with us. Come and have an absolute laugh. We're live on Twitter. We're live on YouTube for the proper show right now. He can hear what I'm saying. Hold on, I'm going to turn the camera around again so you can see him again. He's over there. Look, isn't he pretty? Isn't he pretty?
I tell you what, mate. John. I didn't realise I gave you such a good audio when you're on the stream, because you sound like rubbish on. Yeah,
that's because I've got a phone in front of a fan, John.
Yeah, but does that make your voice different?
Well, I don't know. It sounds probably different in here. Anywho, click the link. I'm getting off of this stream right now. Click the link. Come and join the main stream. Come and have a great time. Come and join us. Come have a laugh.
Come and join us. He's in a big. People seeing that would just think you lived in a rubber cell. It could be that you are actually an asylum and a lunatic.
Hey, John.
Or should that be a lunatic and an asylum? Yes, Ben.
John, there's more people watching now.
Well, no, not according to my records, there's not. We've gone down from 15 to 2.
To 2?
Not 2, 15 to... What's happened here? All right, 15 to 13.
I know. And yeah, they probably do think I live in an asylum, but there's the video, look.
Yeah, I saw it. It's not a major achievement, mate. You made a rubbish video on a phone. Oh, dear. Right. Anyway,
that's how you want to do this, yeah?
Pardon?
That's how you want to play this.
Play what?
I made a rubbish video on a phone.
Oh, come on. Your actions were quite jerky, and here he goes. It's pathetic. It's an old joke, and it's not funny.
I mean, it is.
Right. I'm
Oh, look, they're all getting 14. Look at them.
14. Oh, I see 14 too. I see 14.
Yeah, I got 14 as well.
I got 14.
Ooh. I'm well out of focus.
You going what?
I'm well out of focus. all the way back here.
Yeah, well, that's because you've been jogging around.
That's 'cause I'm
where's
high
my
in
bars?
caffeine and
Where's my
sugar.
bars?
Your bars?
My bars. I was going to put
What
my
bars are we talking about here?
I
Are we
don't know.
talking about the... Hold on.
What?
Right, that's it. I'm moving in so that I'm not out of focus. Look, I'm just moving around so that. Look at that. Hello. That's better.
What? Oh, you're not.
Oh,
You are in focus. Oh, you've leaned in.
I've
You've leaned in. You're getting cold. Cuddle up by the fire, son. Cuddle up by the fire. See if we can get us some more grift. Now it's 12, he says CJ.
Yeah, it is 12. It is 12.
Hey. Well, we're not normally on a Thursday, and people don't like us anyway. So, what chance have we got? What happened to those heady days when we had 20s and 30s of followers? Sad, isn't it? Is it the summer, or is it the fact that we're rubbish? Should we just give up?
Could be a bit of both. Could be. Why do so many people like watching bloody buffets?
I don't even like buffets. Or buffets, or whatever you want to call them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like them. Because normally the food's substandard.
To be fair, the food on the buffet that I was showing is actually really good.
Yeah, but normally the food's substandard. And they've always ran out of something that you actually wanted. I mean, it'll come back, right?
Yeah.
But you've got to wait for it.
So.
You know
Yeah.
what? Or sometimes you'll pick up something that you got at the end and it's been lying there under the heat lamp for like 3 hours and is turned into a desiccated sausage. The desiccated remains of what once was a sausage. And you go, I can't eat that.
And I mean, to be fair, that breakfast buffet, it's on our other channel, right? Thousands of people are watching it. They're just watching me film a buffet. But it does look good. And it was good food, to be fair.
Yeah,
have to give credit where
that's
credit is
fine,
due.
but you know what? You could go and stand at what? You could stand at Greg's window and lick the window while you're watching people buy their rolls and sausage.
I mean, you could do that.
It's the same
Or if
kind
you're
of
actually
it's the same kind of effect, isn't it? Really?
Well, let me.
It's like the people when you're
well,
hold on. It's like the people when you're sitting in the window at a restaurant and you're sitting there eating away, and people come along and stop and look at exactly what you're eating, and it's like, you want to give us a break here, mate?
look at Julie in the chat. She was looking at French buffets at campsites. So people do look at this stuff
on YouTube.
Well, yeah.
Why are you responding to her?
Well, it was her husband that gave us money.
Yes, it was, but she's a separate entity. You're clubbing people together. That's quite
Charitable?
traditional of you.
Charitable?
No, traditional. You're putting her in a camp.
I don't want.
You're putting her in a little container. You're putting her in a container, aren't you? You know, man, wife, making them a perfect nuclear family, you know. When you never know what could be going on there. Could be all sorts of things.
Never know.
All sorts of things under the bed. Skeletons and everything.
Or the request that I have is that if you are watching anything on our other channel, including
From Hatman, set out to Cheat Stream UK on Facebook.
Pat Mancock, shout out to Fort Stream UK on Facebook, £5.
Well
There
done,
you go.
sir.
There's your shout out to Fort Stream UK on Facebook.
How do we shout out
Thank you.
on Facebook?
Because
Have we to shout out on Facebook as well, though?
Yeah, Fort Stream UK on Facebook. That's what Harold likes to say, and that's
Right. Okay. So,
yeah.
Thought Stream UK on Facebook. There you go.
Go follow Fort Stream UK on Facebook.
That's a good one, Harold. Cheers, mate. We really appreciate that.
We do. We do. So yes, thank you for doing that. What was I going to say? I've lost my train of thought. Other channel.
Buffet.
Right, thousands of people are watching the other channel. Thousands of people
watching Buffet.
That. But it doesn't matter what they're watching. Bloody subscribe.
I know. Well, it's like I mean, You remember that motorbike video where I was riding that big fat boy thing called the Monster?
There's like
Riding the Monster.
tens of thousands of views on it, isn't there?
It's got like 35,000 views.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's more than one of my videos on that other channel that have got 60,000+ views.
Yeah.
And it hasn't got 1,000 subscribers. So bloody subscribe. You're watching my content every damn day. And that's
But 80% of the people that watch your content aren't subscribers. I don't actually. I don't know why they don't. It's not as if subscribing costs money. And the thing is, when I watch someone's content and I like it, I almost invariably subscribe so as I can see if I can get more. I very rarely unsubscribe as well. But we get that all the time. We get people unsubscribing all the time. Do we? I think we annoy people. And that.
I can tell you what it is.
Well, I think. Let me say what I think it is first. First of all, I think it's they hear us talking about something and they think, yeah, I'm right behind that guy. And then they hear about us talking about someone else, right? Mm-hmm. And still slagging them and go, no, he's my man. I love him. Unsubscribe.
Well, this is it. What people don't understand, what a lot of people don't understand, and what I will say everybody in this chat right now probably does understand, is that this is a very nuanced analysis, reaction, and commentary channel. As in, we don't have one way or the other. I mean, go and watch our show last night, because rarely did we agree. Rarely did we agree. On pretty much most of it. And Dreadeye says, and I'll give you this one, Dreadeye. Okay. Some people don't like the blunt truth. Well,
no, they don't.
They don't. And you've got to be able to. And yes, I am an activist for free and open discourse. That's the one thing that I will absolutely put myself in the activist camp for. Because conversations like last night could have gone a lot further, could have gone a lot deeper.
Should have.
But people, including us to an extent, are scared. Mm-hmm. Scared to have those conversations, not just because we may get the consequences of losing this channel, okay, but also look at what happened in fucking Yorkshire. Just look at it. Look at what's been going on, spreading all over Twitter from all over the world from West Yorkshire today. Look what they did to that autistic girl. I'm an autistic guy.
They lifted that autistic girl for just saying something.
Someone looked like something.
Yeah. And
she was in her own home when she made this comment as well. And yet she's being charged with a public order offence with regards to it. She's in her own home.
This is... Right, so this is what makes me sick. Mm-hmm. Did you see that guy yesterday? I don't know if I clapped it or not. Did you see the American guy that pulled over the guy in the car? The guy gets out of the car and goes, "Why are you stopping me?" And the cop goes, "Could you get back in your car, sir?" And the guy turns around and goes, "Just check the registration, mister, and check it quick." Jumps back in his car. And the cop comes up. You hear the cop going back into the police car because it's all on dash cam. You hear clickety click, click, click as he checks the registration. He jumps out the car, walks up to the other car and goes, "Okay, judge, you have a good day." And the judge goes, "You too," and drives off. Right? Mm-hmm. Judge has now been found in breach of the judicial rules for that state. So, that's fine, right? And here's the other thing. Here's the other thing to think about. That Yorkshire police video was police body cam footage. Wasn't it? Mm-hmm. So that means not all cops are bad.
Oh, what, you mean this autistic girl thing?
Yeah.
No, that's not police body cam footage.
Are you sure?
I
think there's police body cam footage as well, is there not? But
not been released yet.
A lot of the times when these, see that one, the judge one, that could only have been released by the police.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Right. So the thing is, a lot of these times when the police thing comes out, right? There's other cops there who haven't bought in, and they should have. This is what's going on, and. Do you not think, in some respects, this is a bit like society as well today, because you see something happening and people ignore it. You know, they walk past it because they don't want to get involved. And then when somebody does step up and do something, like somebody protects his shop from a shoplifter or something, he ends up in jail and paying compensation to the guy that was trying to rob him. You know?
So let me.
Is that is that part of what's happening in every sector? Because you get the same thing happening in doctors and nurses. You know, a doctor will make a mistake and the nurse is too, you know, I can't possibly pull a doctor up because he's God, you know. And this thing happens in every profession. People are frightened to say, they're frightened to call people out. And then, my God, if someone dares blow a whistle, they're almost automatically signing themselves a death sentence, aren't they?
So are you aware that West Yorkshire Police themselves have made a statement in response to this?
No, I told you at the start of this, I know nothing about it, right? I haven't watched the video. I haven't seen anything, right?
Okay.
So why don't we leave it for tomorrow, right? And then we can go deeper, because more will come out. Like Little Cat or whatever her name was.
Let's not talk on the story itself, but I do want to point to a quick Twitter back and forth between Sargon of Akkad, Carl Benjamin, and Tim Paul that happened this afternoon.
Okay.
Right? And Tim Paul was aghast that this had happened because she had said that this woman looks like a homosexual woman. Right? That's what she'd said.
Okay. I know. Right. Like her homosexual grandmother or something.
Yes. So Tim Paul responded, well, does she? Or she does, and what's wrong with saying that? And Carl Benjamin said, hate speech laws in the UK prohibit me from commenting any further. And you know what? Even though that's a joke, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. And that's a problem. Like, he's saying it in a jokey manner, ha, 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 ha. Look, this is funny, but it's not funny. It's not funny because people are now being persecuted.
Is this woman that looks... I saw a picture of a policewoman standing there, right? And I didn't know anything about it. Is this the woman that looks like Brienne, the thingy out of Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks like a dude.
That is John's opinion, censorship gods, yep.
I'm going to get a drink. No, I'm saying the woman out of Game of Thrones looked like a dude in Game of Thrones. That's what I'm saying for the YouTube censorships.
Gwendolyn Christie, yeah. There he goes, look. But the point is, and Harold, you know, I'm going to respond to you. He really can't sing, can he? He tries, bless him. Now I've got dude looks like a lady stuck in my bloody head. Cruising to a bar on the shore. Her picture grates the grime on the door.
Dude looks like a lady.
He doesn't even know that's what I'm doing right now. Oh dear. What is he pouring? He's actually making himself a drink. He's like, oh, I've got to lose weight. I've got to lose weight. And then he goes and makes himself an alcoholic beverage. He's like, oh, I got to lose weight. No, that's not alcoholic. What is he doing?
Oh, pardon me.
What is that?
Shockaroonie.
Okay, it's non-alcoholic, that's for sure. I'm wrong. Unless he's just poured a load of... What are you drinking?
What?
What are you drinking?
Vatar.
So why did you have to make it?
Because I mix half still and half carbonated. Because I find carbonated enjoyable, but too gassy.
Is there somebody I can call? Are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I've always done that. I don't see it being a problem. Why would you think that's a problem?
I didn't say it was. I was just asking if you were okay. That's all.
I've always done it.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But yeah, no. What the point I was getting on here is, first of all, you've got dude looks like a lady stuck in my bloody head now. Thanks.
Me too. I was kind of.
We could all hear it.
I was talking.
We could all hear it.
Dude looks like a lady.
But second of all, it's really quite shocking and scary that people can go to prison, or at least just to the cells, for making comments or having opinions.
Yeah.
I mean, for simply saying what this girl said,
right.
she's been charged with a homophobic public order offence.
Yeah, hold on a second though, right? I really don't know anything about it other than I've skimmed past a couple of tweets, right? What's the backstory? There's always a backstory that we probably don't know yet, right?
Well, West Yorkshire police are saying that they took her home because they found her intoxicated in the town centre, and then when she got home, she made that comment offhand, and then they arrested her. That's their statement. I've seen it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know what the score is. I mean, it's see, these things are really difficult to call because, I mean, you look at it and it always seems like a massive overreaction, right? Always.
Do you want to see a video of a police force brutally assaulting an autistic person who did nothing to them? Right. I can play you one.
No, don't, because this is YouTube. You do that, we're out, right?
Right. That person's me, by the way. Just thought I'd let you know.
So, but the problem is, and I'm not saying anything against you or the autistic girl or anybody, right? But it's very difficult to call these things when you're not involved. You know what I mean? When you weren't there and you didn't see how it went down, right? So unless, sorry, yeah,
that's why I filmed it.
Yeah, okay, but even filming something doesn't make it so. That's the problem. Because the problem is there's no chain of evidence for your film.
No,
your phone, your phone has been given back to you, right? And you've had that video. That video's never been logged as evidence, right? So the problem is there's no chain of evidence. So that video's no use to you.
It was logged as evidence with my solicitor over a year ago.
Yes, but it wasn't logged on the night. Your solicitor didn't take your phone away and put it in a secure storage.
No.
Right. So there's no chain of evidence. So that video is worthless.
Maybe not.
Okay. Hey, you think what you like. But I'm just saying, that's the problem. But that's the problem, right? So, I mean, if they want to contest it, right, you're probably going to have to pay to get it forensically examined, to state that it's never been tampered with.
Yeah, except for we've got a bit of an ace in the hole when it comes to that. It's the exact same footage that has been submitted by the police, but from a different angle.
Well, no, but that's right. So it won't be exact same. It'll be a different angle.
Yeah, but the chain of events within will not change.
Right. Well, the thing is that the police are using their footage.
Yes.
Right. So the police think that the footage they've got incriminates you. So why would the footage you've got not incriminate you? And I'm only playing devil's advocate here, right? Because the police aren't going to put footage up that makes you look innocent, right? So why would you think your video would make you look innocent when the police one doesn't? Sorry?
Because they weren't going to put the footage up, but my solicitor forced them to.
Right. So the more I hear about this, the more it sounds like the whole thing sounds like a fucking fabrication. Right?
It is fabrication by the police, yes.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not, but the whole thing
is.
Yeah, okay, right. But what I'm saying is, I don't understand why this is still being pursued by the Crown Prosecution Service.
You fucking tell me and excuse my language.
Would you calm down, right? I don't understand why they'd still be pursuing it unless they've got evidence, because these people aren't stupid. That's the thing that gets me.
I'll tell you why, and yes, this is just my opinion, okay? But the IOPC, so the people that investigate these things, or investigate officers that have done wrong, have said they were extremely concerned. Yeah? And they opened a formal investigation.
Yeah.
However,
yeah,
all the while, I am on bail, and the court has not been heard.
Yeah.
They cannot even look at their investigation.
Well, that's fine, right? But what's the advantage, right, to delaying it? From
Well, the
their point,
advantage
right? No. Put yourself in the position. You're the commander of that police station, right?
Well, let me give you...
No, hold on. You're the commander of that police station, and you have this evidence, and you have a report, and you have a complaint against the person that was arrested for this report.
Yep.
Right. You've got the police evidence, and you've got the complaint. Right.
Yeah.
Now, you know the complaint can't be further pursued at this time, although it will be investigated internally, right, by the police, right? So you've got this evidence, you've got the report, and it's going to trial. Nothing's going to go any further until it goes to trial, and the sheriff makes or the judge in your case makes an adjudication, right?
Yes.
What's the point in delaying it? Where's the benefit?
So
For whom?
Let me play devil's advocate.
Well, no, you're the police commander.
Right,
Where's the benefit in delaying that case going to trial?
Well, first of all, there's plenty of evidence that this entire arrest and everything...
Stop.
No.
Stop. Listen to what I'm saying.
Yes,
You're the police commander. What is your point in delaying this going to trial? Where is the benefit?
Because when it all falls down and the 3 officers involved get charged, if they're already no longer working for me, like one of them is no longer working for me of their own volition,
right?
One of them's already quit,
right?
And I guarantee you the other 2 will in time. That's just my opinion.
Well, yeah.
It's going to look better on the force if they're no longer an officer.
Not if they've... It won't change. It won't change the force much, but right. So you're thinking that the police commander is holding this back or delaying it for these guys to resign? All 3 of them.
3 times now, mate. 3 times now.
Yeah, 3 times is nothing, Ben. I've told you this. I've been to court 5 years after I lifted someone. 5 years. Not through us delaying it, just through court procedures, right?
Yeah, well, it's
5 years.
They've got an issue
no,
on their end.
5 years. Think about it. Nobody was trying to pull the wool over anybody's eyes. Nobody was trying to do anything. It was 5 years of a difference before he was arrested, and I went to court to give evidence at his trial.
Yes, but so your circumstances are entirely different to mine.
It doesn't matter. No, how are they?
Because there's an internal investigation occurring or not occurring because of the consequences of not going to trial.
But there might have been. I've been investigated a number of times internally.
But I have it in writing that they won't even look at this until this has been to trial. So no investigation is even occurring.
No, yes it is. No external investigation is occurring, but the police have you've watched things like, internal affairs and all that. The police have their own internal investigation departments, and they will investigate it. This is not a third-party organisation. This is, in fact, what's her name? Harlot was the...
Speaking of the police...
Harlot was in charge of West Yorkshire Police, came from Complaints and Discipline, which is basically the internal affairs of the police department in the UK.
Have you seen what the new Met Police chief is demanding today?
No.
So he's come out, after all of this has gone wild on social media about this autistic girl, even though it's not the Met Police, right? The Met Police chief has stepped up earlier this evening, and said, I've got over 200 officers on my force that I'm not allowed to sack because I don't have the power to do it. So they're all either been put on different roles, or they're on full pay but on leave. But because the going through the system means we can't do anything until lawyers say we can. He's begging the government for powers, emergency powers, to be able to just sack them. And then he's saying no police chief in the country can sack any of them. That's what he's saying. That's what the Met Police chief constable, whatever he is, it's what he's saying.
Right. Well, one, I don't know what the circumstances are, so I don't know what he's actually saying.
He's saying anyone that's been accused of any kind of misconduct cannot just be sacked by the
No, of course
chief.
they can't.
Even if they're
Right, hold on a minute. Right, you work for Rod the plumber, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Right, you fuck up a little bit, but you put it right, and
yeah.
and then Rod says, "Well, you fucked up there, mate. You're fired." Right?
Yeah.
And you go, "Well, I don't think I should be. I'm going to industrial tribunal." And industrial tribunal goes, "Yeah, you shouldn't be fired. You're reinstated and you're getting compensation."
Yeah.
Right. So what do you think would happen if he just turned around and said, "You're fired"? Oh, hold on a minute.
No.
I've not been
First of
been
all, I
found
completely
guilty
agree.
of. Wait a minute. I've not been found guilty of anything, so you can't fire me.
First of all, I completely agree with you. Right?
Okay.
I really do. But I also understand his position. Because let's say, for example, we've got full video evidence of 3 police officers beating someone who is disabled and autistic and committed no crime.
Right, hold
Right?
on.
In the middle of London.
Whoa,
Not
stop. We're completely off target now, right?
Right?
We're talking about the chief commissioner of the Met wanting to fire 200 officers that he says he can't fire, right?
Yeah.
Now, my point is, if he can't fire them, they've never been found guilty of anything. So that's like saying they might be a lazy bastard, but I want rid of them, right?
But then at the same time, okay, put yourself in an employer's shoes. Why can't you just fire
Because you
someone
can't.
who appears to be insubordinate?
You've got to go through proper procedure, don't you?
But does proper procedure have to involve bureaucracy, months and months, or
Yes.
years and years, and lawyers?
Yes, because that's the way that our society now functions. And if you don't want it to function like that, that's fine. But for it not to function like that, we have to go back to the late 70s, early 80s. Because
You know what?
that's what we've become. We've become a nation of litigation, which is what
Yeah.
America was. When we were looking at America in the 70s and 80s, we used to look at them. Look, they're suing each other over stupid things like tripping over
Yeah.
a curbstone. Now what happens? You trip over a curbstone, the first thing you do is, I'm suing the council. We have
No win,
become...
no fee, baby!
We have become Americans. They were 20 years, 30 years ahead of us, and that's where we are now. We are now in a situation where we're litigating against everything, and it's a situation of our own making. That's the problem. And you can't go back. You can only go forward. So to go forward and change this, you need to change how society thinks. And that's where we come into the fourth turning.
I knew that was going to pop up at some point, yeah. I know.
But, you know, okay, you might call me an arse, but that's the problem we're in this country. We've got ourselves into this situation where you cannot say anything to anyone without fear of being reprised against legally. That's the problem, legally.
Yeah, but
I mean, I can't go out there and call somebody something for doing something stupid.
Excuse me.
I mean, words, right? Words only. If I went out there and somebody did something stupid and I said, "You're a..." they could go, "Oh, I've taken offence at that." And I end up in the jail.
Yeah. He isn't
Because
wrong,
of
though.
somebody's stupidity.
You know what? I do have to address the chat here, because there are many opinions on my ability to do kung fu here.
I saw a guy doing kung fu today.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Hi-ya!
Those kids are fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. Was it a little bit frightening when you saw a guy doing kung fu today?
It was ridiculous. It was a white guy and a black guy, right? The white guy was like a streak of piss. And this was his first MMA training session. And the black guy was quite built. And the white guy, they're talking to each other. And he's going blah, blah. And then the black guy goes, "Right, we'll get some gloves and we'll do a little bit of sparring." And he's going, "I don't need no gloves." You know, this is a white guy, the wee white. He goes, "I don't need no gloves. Let's just get into it." And the black guy flips. He just loses his temper and starts hitting them.
Oh man, did you see the Riverside Brawl? Did you see the race?
No,
war
you
in
know
America?
what? I deliberately didn't watch it.
Right.
Because I take no pleasure in watching physical violence.
It was a fucking race war, though.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's not something I'm going to talk about, and it's not something I'm going to watch. And it's something that we probably shouldn't talk about, to be fair.
Well, the reason I do want to bring it up is because you can very easily see that pack mentality still exists.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but right, okay. So you're telling me something that's not new. I mean, we all know that. We all know pack mentality still exists. Tribalism still exists. You know,
and there were steel chairs involved as well, like it was a bloody wrestling match.
Well, yeah. It's like it's something out of the Wild West, yeah. I mean, that happens all the time.
People being thrown in rivers, old ladies being smacked with steel chairs.
Right, yeah. That's not unusual. It happens all the time. Have you ever lived? we went into a pub in Kilwinning, and somebody had stuffed a chair either side of the release bars for the fire exit so they couldn't get out because they wanted the fight to stay in. The pub was wrecked. But anyway, yeah, a night out in Paisley, as CJ says. I mean, but right, so the problem is what we have done in alleged civilized society is we've put our tribes into things called football supporters.
Yeah.
And they put them together in a big arena, except they keep them separate and they let them shout at each other.
Yeah.
And they have 11 avatars. They have 11 avatars on the field that represent their side, and the other side has 11 avatars on the other side, and they kick the shit out of a leather-clad pig's bladder in order to make one of them the ultimate victor. That's what football's all about. Legalized fighting.
I think it
and then
was,
sometimes it spills over.
I think it was the comedian Bill Bailey who said it best when it come to a game of football. He said 22 illiterate, borderline offenders, shall we say, shepherding a piece of leather into an outdoor cupboard.
Yeah. Yeah. But the underlying reasons behind it are just another example of tribalism and pack mentality, because that's all it is. And the thing is, it stops us fighting each other as much on the streets, right? So it keeps things more orderly, and then we don't interfere with the means of production so often, because we daren't interfere with the means of production.
And then we don't assassinate presidents or leading presidential candidates in the middle of the night here either.
Yeah, apparently not.
Oh my god, that... Oh, what was it?
Send me the link.
Yeah, what now? You want to see it now?
No.
Okay, I'll do it after the show. But did you see, is it Peru? Is it Peru that's being invaded by aliens?
Right, let me stop you right now. Okay.
You've got a whole bit for this, haven't you?
No, but just let me stop you right now. Peru is not being invaded by aliens.
I know that!
This is a prime example of mass hysteria. That's all this is.
No, because something is happening and people really are getting hurt. Okay?
Right, okay.
So something is happening and people really are getting hurt.
Mass hysteria.
A young girl had a throat.
Because somebody probably thought she was an alien.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is mass hysteria. That's what's going on.
But it's got to the point where the government... This village is like 200 miles from anywhere.
Yeah. Right, exactly, and that's the exact kind of situation where this type of thing occurs. What part of
the military in?
Yeah, what part of hysteria don't you understand? That's what this is,
John. If they end up popping a predator, right?
Well, I'm going to look stupid, but
yeah,
They're not getting invaded by aliens. It's a load of nonsense.
I think it's a load of nonsense as well, to be honest. But what I think something is happening, and you've got to feel sorry for the people that are ending up injured. People are really getting hurt, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But in the same breath, it's either them doing it to themselves via mass hysteria, like you said, or it's just drug traffickers.
Yeah. Yeah, it's people on people. It's not aliens.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, one of them said, the comment made, and this is how far removed from, current times this village is. One of them said, the body armor on it looked like the Green Goblin from the Spider-Man movie. How long ago did that come out? Over 20 years? 20 years?
I have no idea.
That's what they.
It's nonsense. The whole thing's nonsense.
I'm just saying.
I think it's nonsense. I just think it's nonsense.
I'll tell you, if they pop a Predator that's wearing a Green Goblin costume, I'm going to be like...
Well, hey, I'll eat my hat.
Mm-hmm. Beats and Tapes, I will respond to you, says, in the video it didn't look green. In the video it doesn't look like anything, because it's like a video shot on like a Nokia N-Gage or something. But why do all these videos get shot on cameras that have like no pixels?
Because they're not real. If you shoot them on a modern phone, you would go, oh, there's nothing there. Or it's a guy in a suit.
Mm.
That's why.
But they always get shot on these bloody videos, right? These bloody video cameras.
Oh, well, they're probably
couldn't
not.
even find anymore.
They're probably not. They're probably degraded. Deliberately.
That's a good point. But I'm also going to make another point, right? We have footage, no matter how poor, and actually the quality for the first one's really good, of a would-be president being assassinated and an alien in Peru. So why don't we have daily/weekly footage of it coming out of Ukraine, out of people's phones?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, if we can capture the Green Goblin Predator on camera, allegedly, why can't we capture... I'm just saying.
Because you're only allowed to see
question everything.
They're only allowed to see what they want you to see when it comes to Ukraine.
Yeah, but I just question everything, and the question that I'm asking is: surely people have got access to phones and social media? It is basically a westernized nation.
Yeah, but
But
you said this is a village that's 200 miles from everywhere, right?
No, I'm talking about Ukraine.
Oh, Ukraine. Oh, yeah, I know. But you're only allowed to see what they want you to see.
But it's just interesting, that, isn't it? That you can get footage of the Green Goblin Predator from Peru, even on 4 pixels, but you can't get anything really from the day-to-day over in Ukraine.
Yeah,
it's interesting to me. That's all, and I'm not alluding to anything.
Mm-hmm.
You can make up your own minds, but it's interesting. People have access to this stuff everywhere they go. Well, for the developed modern world, anyway. So why isn't this stuff being captured? Why isn't it being put out there? It's a question. If you've got answers in the chat, please. And I'm gonna have to respond to Vaughn because.
Why?
Yep, that's exactly what I thought when I saw them. It did look like a Royal Rumble or something, didn't it?
Okay. Oh.
But yeah, no, it's certainly interesting. Why is Liam Gallagher trending? What shite has he put out?
Yeah, I'm not seeing
Liam Gallagher. He's basically playing Oasis songs, I guess. Oof. What's that? I have an answer for you, Julie. Julie asks, anyway, how do a Peruvian tribe know about Green Goblin from Spider-Man if this lot are in the jungle? Because, like I said, that's how far behind they are. So they're only just getting DVDs. They're only just getting DVDs out there. They're only just getting Spider-Man. Right? They're 20 years behind us. That might be why all of this stuff was caught on the camera that it was caught on. That is an answer. Because they've got latest technology Nokia N-Gage. Oh my God, I miss my Nokia N-Gage so much. It's the first time you could play Sonic the Hedgehog on a phone. Did you have one, John?
No.
You missed out, man. You absolutely missed out. Come on, it jumped from Snake to Sonic the bloody Hedgehog. That's quite the leap.
Yeah, that was beyond video games at that point. I discovered girls. I discovered girls before video games came about.
I was going to say, I would be a bit worried if I had, being at the age I was. Yeah.
Anyway, so what was I going to say? Yeah, the best Nokia was either the 8310, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or the N95.
Nothing named N95 works, John.
N95 Nokia was actually a good phone. Bloody good phone.
Like I say, nothing worth named N95.
The 8310 was brilliant because you could put that in your condom pocket. You know, the little pocket in your jeans?
Yeah.
You could put it in there.
No. Yeah, okay.
N95 was sick.
I had an N-Gage, baby. An N-Gage. I had a 3210, a 3310. I had an N-Gage. But I will always miss my N-Gage. I think it was brilliant phone. The screen was shit, but it was a brilliant phone. Harold says N-Gage is the one no one liked because none of you had taste. That's why.
Why are you addressing we're addressing the chat again?
I need to stop. I need to take
pull
a
yourself
step back.
Pull back.
Pull
from
myself
the chat.
together. John,
Pull
explain
back.
the rules one more time. Just explain
Right, people,
the
the
rules.
rules. The rules are simple. This is, as it says, the Fireside Grifting. We will talk shite amongst ourselves, and we will not engage with the chat unless you give us a donation of some kind. Little donation is fine. We appreciate your donation. If you want to ask a question, a donation. If we're getting towards the end of the evening and we think we're going to wind it up, a donation without a question will get you an extra 15 minutes.
From John, Asterix.
And Ben. You don't need to lean in. You never lean in that close.
The inclusion of Ben is very much determines whether or not he doesn't drop dead.
Or the size of the donation. A sizable donation would keep you going.
I mean, it would have to be pretty bloody big to perk me up.
Are you getting near the end, mate? Have you?
No. I've got like another half hour, 45 minutes in me probably. I got that.
Something.
But I am completely slick from head to toe. By the way, I can touch it and it's wet and it sticks.
I've never heard anyone describe themselves as completely slick.
I could go down a slide at very fast speed right now.
You can just imagine him as some kind of super seal.
I've not been well at all.
You look a bit like a sea lion. See if you popped up, something would throw you a fish. That's a bad moustache.
I've not been well at all. 3 nights now. Well, this will be the 4th night on the trot. I've just felt like death, and I've barely slept. So, yeah, I am keeping myself going, and this is why I keep saying I'm losing weight because I have not stopped sweating.
Yeah. Have you stopped eating?
I've drunk. No.
Okay, I just wondered how unwell you were.
Well, no. The thing is, I can't eat up until about 5-6 p.m.
Okay.
Right? And then I do eat because I start to... No, can't. I feel like absolute sick all day. Okay. This last 3 days on the bounce now. Well,
is this sickness come on in the mornings?
Hold on. Have you got a COVID test?
No, I was thinking more of another kind of test.
I know you were. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not thinking. I'm just floating the boat here. As could you be having a sympathetic pregnancy?
No, I don't think so.
Have you checked with the missus?
It's not.
What was that? That's not a noise you normally make.
Yeah, no. Why is Madonna trending? Madonna's trending.
Why does your trending thing change so much? Mine never changes.
Madonna literally said she wanted to blow up the White House. Why didn't the FBI raid her house? Oh, right. She's a Democrat. She did say that.
Yeah. Okay. Who's
she
Miss
did,
Trunchbull? Oh, is that?
Isn't she the head teacher from Matilda?
Holy Toledo, Batman.
What's going on?
Have you seen that picture of the British Army?
No, I will. What do I search? Miss Trunchbull.
Just search for Miss Trunchbull. Trunchbull.
Yeah. Right, Miss Trunch. Oh.
That's scary.
That's brilliant.
That's scary. Yeah, but there's a whole group of them all dressed like that, sitting there, and it's like, what is
Aren't
going
they sitting
on?
with Mog? Isn't Mog in that as well?
Mog?
I'm pretty sure I saw this yesterday, and if you extend it out, Mog is sitting with them, I'm pretty certain.
Rees-Mogg?
Yes.
Was it in the chat? It's in the chat. Adam posted it. Hold on.
Was Mog with them? Or am I
No, well, I don't
hallucinating?
see Mog. There's some ginger person with an awful lot of medals. Is that Prince Harry wearing a skirt in the middle?
Well, nothing should surprise you with Henry.
It's just, I don't know what it's about. Something about an engagement group, the British Army to society. Yeah, I'm probably going to need more explanation. Adam's just, the army knows how to pick the best women, don't they?
Let me deliver a message to the British Army. First of all, I'm in absolutely no position to be fighting on any front line, right? So you don't have to take anything that I say at all as gospel. But perhaps it's time to put forward an image of strength, because right now, all of these other countries, the ones that are pretty much homogenized in their societies, I would say. You know, you've got your Chinas, your Russias, your North Koreas, and the like, who advertise their armies to the world with a show of strength. And it is nothing but a show of strength. Oh, look at this big parade of missiles coming down the road. Look at these uniformed and well-regimented men and women marching down the road. Look at this real-life Call of Duty. Look, it's Top Gun. It's Top Gun. We're flying around. And then you get, can I cry in the army? I was wondering, you know.
Will I get a cuddle?
Can I cry?
Will I get a cuddle?
Will I get a cuddle?
When I go to sleep?
They're laughing at us. They're absolutely laughing at us. And granted, we don't...
When the sergeant major's got me bent over, will I get a reach around? Will I? Shh, don't say anything. Don't say anything. That could mean absolutely anything.
No.
Just don't say anything. Don't rise to the bait.
Just composing myself. Just composing myself.
Don't rise to the bait. Oh.
Can I stop in the middle of a very dangerous operation and just simply make sure everybody is completely in the line of sight and target of the enemy?
Of course you can.
Just have a quick pray, because I know I'm kissing my ass goodbye anyway.
Yeah, of course you can. Of course you can, son.
I just don't get it. I don't get it.
It's the end days. It's the fourth turning.
Just doesn't make any sense.
Well, right. You're the one that came up with it. You're the one that told me that society normally lasts between 250 and 300 years. We've had 250 years.
We have.
Hey, you're right. You're right again. Does that make you feel good?
No.
But look at the joy you're getting to live through. You're getting to live through a period of change. Isn't that great?
No.
I've got something for you for tomorrow night. Something that might make you feel happier. Potential salvation. What are you reading?
I'm just looking at the story that I gave you yesterday.
Who's
Cheer
Sam
myself
Harris?
up. Sam Harris is a
Clown?
critical thinker.
Yeah, Mac Changi's having a go at him. Sam Harris making
Good.
the ethically incorrect claim that our civil liberties depend on data. Our freedom does not depend on the IFR. Correct. Civil liberties are civil liberties. They should never be restricted.
Look, if you honestly think it's the end times and you feel like,
Yeah.
might as well just go with it, then go put 12 kilograms of dynamite in your friend's car as a joke.
For the YouTube censors, that's...
Don't do that.
And
Don't do that.
That's to do with a
Don't
joke
do that.
we did yesterday about the Finnish guy who thought it was a joke to do that to his friends.
Yeah.
And
I've just,
maybe now facing 2 to 3 years in jail, apparently.
yeah.
Which actually I think is quite light.
Well, the fact that he actually did it, right? The fact that he didn't just ring up his mate and be like,
From Vaughan
I'll
Hover
put
on
6
Newboys
kilograms in
20.
each of your car. Woo!
Vaughan's
Ooh.
a star. We love
Ooh,
you.
he says, have a beer on me, boys.
Yeah, I'll get some
well,
in
thank
for
you.
tomorrow. Are you coming back? You coming back
I
tomorrow?
I shall take my half of tonight's revenue and spend it on my children at the air show. So if you
you're
are,
such a sycophant. You make me
well,
sick.
if they are buying my children's air show refreshments.
There you go.
So thank you.
Cheers, Vaughn.
Cheers. Namaste. Namaste.
What does namaste
But I was-
mean? Oh, I tell you
no
what,
idea.
I was watching last night in a moment of boredom. I stumbled across some guy in Japan.
Mhm.
I'll rephrase that. I stumbled across some guy's YouTube channel from
Is
Japan.
this an American tourist?
No, this guy's Japanese,
Okay.
right? So he just basically goes around Japan trying out things like capsule hotels and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was he went into a capsule hotel in Tokyo and it looked quite good. It was $55 for the night. I thought it was quite expensive.
So you were watching that and you were quite enjoying it.
Yeah.
Now I know why people watch the buffets.
No, but it wasn't like a buffet. He was out in the town. He went to a restaurant. He showed you the stuff at the restaurant and how it was cooked, like a robot cooking the spaghetti. A spaghetti cooking robot. I mean, he went to an Italian restaurant in Tokyo and he took us down underneath the railway station where all these food outlets were, right? So you were learning stuff, and then he showed you the capsule hotel and he showed you all around it, and he showed you that he'd paid for an upgraded room that was meant to be soundproof, but he did say that it sounded like there was an hairdryer running all night, but that's probably the ventilation.
Yes.
It'd be like living in a spaceship, a capsule hotel. It looks quite cool. Apart from the fact I like an ensuite. I'm at a certain age now. I do like an ensuite. You don't get an ensuite in a capsule hotel.
So I've actually reserved a hotel room for mine and the wife's 11th anniversary next year, right?
Uh-huh.
In Brighton.
Okay.
Right?
Right, okay.
For one night on Brighton seafront, nearly a year in advance. Yeah. It's over 300 quid, yeah.
Yeah. For a poster.
And that was booking it over a year in advance.
For a poster.
Yeah, and a bath, freestanding bath in the room and 2 lounges in the corner by the window.
Handcuffs.
And also in the basement of the hotel, a
Fully equipped.
luxury,
Fully equipped dungeon.
yes, with 2 swimming pools, a sauna, a steam room, and 2 hot tubs.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it looks lovely.
Yeah,
It's
that
lovely.
sounds
I
good,
mean,
yeah.
I've not paid it in full yet. I paid a deposit, obviously, and then we'll pay it in full by the time we go. We've got nearly a year.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Put
So
it
that's
towards
the
a
only reason.
desktop PC. Sorry, I shouldn't address that comment. Is Andrew just in? Is this Andrew just in to the call?
Andrew's been in all night.
Oh, has he? So he has.
Yeah.
All
Andrew's been
right,
in
okay.
all night.
Oh dear.
Why
Getting
is the
tired.
Irish Times trending then?
I don't know. You tell me, because I don't. Your trends change like constantly. How do you do that?
Yeah, they do. It just does it itself. Now I've got Star Trek Online on there.
No, well now I've got Hugh Grant. You had
Oh, that
Hugh
was
Grant
earlier.
like hours ago.
Hours ago. Yeah, it was earlier.
I've got Hugh Grant, Mitch Trunchbull, Liam Gallagher, and someone from the island of Lesbos.
I do.
Although people see, this is the thing that confuses me about social media, because everybody posts pictures of their food, don't they?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
What are you reading?
I'll tell you after the show.
Oh, that bad. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no probs.
I will tell you after the show. Right? It is that bad. Okay. Anyway, what am I doing? Where am I going?
Where are you? Where are we all going? That is the question.
I think we should go and take a look. Right?
As we speed through space. What are we going to take a look at, Ben?
I think we should all go check in on Lawrence Fox's very public mental breakdown.
No, let's leave that for tomorrow. It's too funny.
Okay, are you sure?
It's too funny. It's too funny. It's too funny to be giving it away not on an all-in.
No,
Let's go into it on an
right.
all-in. Yeah, because get a couple of beers in me and then I'll have a real go at him.
Okay.
I mean, it happened a couple of days ago. It started.
You know, he's got a podcast that he does every now and again called like Reclaim the Media, and more people watch it than watch this. And he doesn't even do it often.
Yeah, that's because he's famous.
We haven't covered it in the way that we need to cover it.
What happened? Is he not coming on us after all?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't spoken to him yet. I'm supposed to have messaged him back and I forgot, so I better do that.
Yeah, it's not like we need a big name on the show to try and boost our ratings.
You want to have a go at him tomorrow?
Well, that's what I have a go at people all the time, do I not?
Mm.
Well, you can't not have a go at him for what he did, can you?
No, you can't. You can't.
Yeah.
But the way he's going about it, it does appear. I mean, I saw Billie Piper's name trending yesterday. We'll go into it more tomorrow. But yeah,
She's quite hot, or she used to be.
she used to be.
She's not hot
I mean,
anymore.
Well, I don't know. She was very provocative in Penny Dreadful, and then she sort of disappeared.
There's a clip of her in the All In intro.
Yeah, but didn't she also marry Chris Evans?
Yeah,
At one point.
I'm not saying she's got good taste.
She's definitely not got good taste, does she?
Which always leaves things open. If she can take up with those munters, there must be hope for us. What?
Speak about yourself, John.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We're good-looking guys, you know. Why would she? Why would she pass us up?
I mean, once I dye the old grey roots out, I'll...
Somebody said I've said a ridiculous statement. Somebody said, Hawaii's on fire, and I say that is literally a volcanic island.
Literally a volcanic island that also appears to be quite often receiving arrests for arson.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's literally a volcanic island, as you say, but also a lot of these wildfires just often turn out to be arson. Look at Canada. Look at Canada. What are these people trying to do? Are they going, oh, the planet's not burning fast enough, let's give it a little help? Is that what they're doing?
Yes. Yes, they are. Here's Elon Musk made one of the funniest statements I have ever heard.
Go on, read it.
Are you ready?
Are you
This
sure this
platform-
is his actual account?
It is Elon Musk's account, yeah. This platform is by far the best way to reach world leaders, CEOs, and the cognoscenti in general.
I see it, yeah.
No, it's not, Elon. No, it's fucking not. Even you won't answer tweets.
I'm sorry that I don't answer tweets.
No,
I'm gonna say something here.
when I said even you wouldn't answer tweets, I'm talking about Elon. He doesn't answer tweets. He just makes them. What are you going to say?
I was going to say that's basically what I do now. I just make them, right?
Yeah.
I don't really answer them.
He just makes
I got
tweets and
time.
posts them.
Yeah, I mean, how many kids has that man got? He makes tweets as fast as he makes kids,
Yeah.
right? How many kids has that man got? Because he shouldn't have time to tweet. He shouldn't. I mean, I know he just sort of ignores their existence and just sends some others loads of money. But still, I mean, I wish I could spend a lot more time with my kids. Really do. But at the end of the day, if we're trying to build something, we're trying to build a business, you've got to sacrifice some things to do that, right?
Yeah.
And that's why, for the most part, I don't engage in Twitter anywhere near like I used to. My tweets are down, like me putting out tweets.
I know.
Down over 95% a month.
Yeah.
And I do it on purpose. Because this is my time. But, hey-ho.
Excuse me.
Hey-ho. You're starting to get a little bit tired, aren't you?
A little bit. Are you? Time is
We're
it?
at the 2-hour mark, right? We're at the
Yeah.
2-hour mark. I'm quite happy to, wind it down and call it here. If people, we'll come back tomorrow, reinvigorate it.
Get
At
more
9
viewers
PM.
than
I'll
we've
probably-
ever had. We're at 19.
I know. Well, it's
And you
20
want
now.
and you want to call
I'm
it?
at 20. Well, I didn't say that. I said, do you want to call it? I
No,
said,
I'm
do you
fine.
want to
I'll
bring it
keep
down?
going. I'll keep going.
All right, let's stay with it. Why is 4 trending?
4.
Yeah, as in 4, as in the god of thunder.
Oh, Thor.
Yeah.
It's that problem you've got with your THs, mate. It confuses me sometimes. Right, Thor.
what-
No, I'm still stuck on Miss Trunchbull and Lesbos.
Do you know what? I've clicked 4 as a trend, and there's nothing uniformly reasoned here as to
I'm
why
not
it's
getting
trending.
it. I'm getting Eco Wars. We know about that.
Yep.
And Weatherspoons. And I don't know what Casido is. Sakido?
Casido?
Casido?
I
It
believe
sounds
it is
Spanish. Casido?
breaking.
it's
Liverpool are willing to break their record transfer fee to
it's
sign
some
Moises
football crap.
Caicedo from Brighton.
It's football crap. It's somebody stupid. name.
We're talking about the overpaid, borderline illiterate, borderline predators that shepherd pieces of leather into outdoor cupboards again. That's what we're talking about. And they get paid ridiculous amounts of money to do this. I don't know. I will say this, right? I'll give the women's footballers their due, right? Because their World Cup's going on, and most of you wouldn't even known that unless I told you right now. Have you ever seen them play football? The women's World Cup. It is
Funny.
not interesting. It is. I'm sorry. I don't mean the male World Cup is not interesting to me at all. To be fair, but when they're demanding equal pay, they've got to put on an equal performance, and they've got to have the equal pulling power. Because this is just basic economics.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, the only reason that this guy, this Moises Caicedo, is getting a transfer fee placed upon him that's a record is because he will be able to boost sales. Because all of the stuff that they wear, they're basically a walking billboard. They've all got bloody, some kind of betting site on them or some kind of sports brand that they're wearing. They're a walking billboard, and the stadiums that they're in, covered in advertisements, especially around the bottom during the games. That is why these people get paid so much, because so many people's eyes, so many people watch the male sport. Their eyes are on this.
Yeah.
Their eyes are on the billboards. Now, the women's sport, unfortunately, does not get the same draw.
course it
And
doesn't.
it doesn't. Okay? That's just reality. So if you want to be paid the same via a business that relies pretty much solely on advertisement and sponsorship, you have to be able to draw the same kind of audience. And if you cannot do that with your performance, they won't pay you the same. This is basic stuff. But people don't seem to see or understand this. They just think, well, I'm playing, therefore, you know, that guy who's played in a game that's been seen by 50, 100 million people worldwide gets paid this amount of money. Me, who plays in a game that's been seen by maybe 1 million people worldwide, 2 million people, I want the same. The advertisers and sponsors aren't going to pay it. So you're not going to get paid it. Simple. The basic economics lesson for you there on a Thursday night job.
Thanks, Ben.
You're very welcome. I hope you enjoyed it.
It was great. It was great for me. Did you enjoy it?
I like a rant.
You
I
do
like
like
a
to
rant.
vent, don't you?
I do. You know, that Irish Times trend is happening again. Right, I'm going to look through. What do we got? We got Levi out. Horror family. Hashtag horror family. That's an interesting one. Hashtag illegal in big capital letters, immigrants. Right? Just illegals in the capital letters and the immigrants is in lowercase. So they really, whoever's trending this hashtag, they really want you to know they mean illegal. Star Trek Strange New Worlds, trending. Harry Kane. Horror family, like I say, Levi out. Madonna. Chakotay. Wasn't Chakotay on Star Trek Voyager?
Yeah, he was.
Miss Trunchbull, Dean Henderson, The Batman, Weatherspoons, Goodbye Fred, and Hugh Grant are mine at the moment. Should we see what they got to say about Weatherspoons? You want to see what they say about
If you want.
Weatherspoons? So, Weatherspoons. So there was a tweet 22 hours ago.
Jonathan Pye's on us.
Yeah, well, Jonathan Pye's not a real person.
No, I know.
It's a character.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But what's the fictional character Jonathan Pye saying now?
Hospital waiting list top 7.5 million in England, which I did call out about 3 months ago. I said we were going to have 7 million people on the waiting list, and people said don't be ridiculous. And then, so in response to that, he has tweeted out, "Stop the boats." I don't think really there's not that much of a correlation there. I mean, let's put it in perspective. 100,000 people, right? 100,000 people is 10% of 1 million. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Right.
Yeah.
And we have a population of 70 million in the country.
Yeah. Well,
So it's a very small percentage of. You're not diluting us by much.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you're not making that big a drain on our resources, right? Now, don't think for 1 minute that I'm advocating for illegal immigration. I'm not. But what I'm saying is it's probably not as big a problem as the papers and the governments are making out, you know? They seem to focus on it an awful lot, right?
Yeah.
When is it as big an issue? Is it really as big an issue as they're making out?
Who's that?
Or, well, when I said who they were.
Yeah,
The government and the paper and the media focus on this all the time. All the time.
I mean, Rishi Sunak, have you seen them flashy videos he's been releasing this week about stopping the boat?
Yeah.
And he's going, hold on, let me do my best Rishi impression.
While he's in California. So
he's doing really serious poses and giving really here are my 5 priorities to stop the boats.
He's another Kamala Harris. She talks down to people as if they're in primary school as well.
It sounds so serious.
He's
oh my God,
so
the
rubbish.
Authority oozing out of him in those videos.
It just makes me
We're going to do
squirm.
it, people. It is our priority to stop the boats. I mean, 3-word slogan. Stop the boats. Stop the boats. That's going to be the free word slogan. They're already doing flashy videos. Here's what I'm doing to stop the boat. Hold on. Let me go on the completely unelected and installed puppet Prime Minister Rishi Sunak's page. And that's exactly what he is, by the way. I'm not afraid to say that because that's exactly what he is. Remember, his party didn't even vote for him, people. They voted for me, John. It's me, please.
Yep.
They didn't even want him. 5 things I'm doing to stop the boats. Shall we do it? Let's read through. Well, stop the boats.
5 things.
I'm bringing in new laws that will mean if you come to the UK illegally, you can't stay. And he's actually doing this.
Right, hold on a minute. Have we not already got that law?
Well, I would have thought so.
I would have thought so too. So you're telling me that prior to now, or prior to you bringing in this new law, Rishi, people could come here illegally and stay. So they really couldn't come here illegally then, could they?
I'll continue. Number 2. Right, I am just reading off the subtitles of his video, so hold on. You can't stay no matter how hard you try. Very serious. No matter how hard you try, John.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Second, I've secured a deal with France that will help stop the boats at source before they cross the channel. I've also negotiated a deal with Albania, which has already helped us bring down the crossings from there by 90%. What are those deals? What are those deals?
Well, he's giving them money.
Yeah.
Which they're just going to take and not make any difference.
3. I've increased raids by 50% to clamp down on illegal workers. 4. I'm ending the farce of illegal migrants being put up in hotels by the taxpayer. You started that!
Yeah,
was he not Chancellor?
But we all
the
make
man in charge of the finances.
We all make mistakes.
When all of this started.
We all make mistakes.
The farce that you directly financed with the public purse, Rishi. That thing you're calling a farce.
What's next?
Okay, there's one more. There's one more thing. 5. I'm ensuring that the only way to come to the UK for asylum will be through safe, legal routes. And they're in 3 big, bold words. Safe, legal routes. 3 word slogans, John. 3 word slogans.
Cool.
I know stopping the boats is a priority for the British people, and I'm leaving no stone unturned to, and then another big 3 word slogan, get it done. 3 word slogans with the words put in bold. Stop the boats. Safe legal routes. Get it done. That's programming.
Yep.
That is programming. That is getting you to remember those things. And yeah, obviously it's working because that's what I'm alluding to. It's what I'm pointing to. Nothing else needs to be taken away from that video by the average person watching it. All they need is, Rishi's going to stop the boats. He's going to get it done. And he'll make sure that people can only come here by safe legal routes.
Yeah.
Very, 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 very interesting to see how people get programmed, isn't it?
It's quite obvious, isn't it?
Well, it's extremely obvious.
It's like I was saying last night about Big Donald's speeches. He does it to them when they're listening to his speeches. And they don't understand. They don't realise it. They don't hear it.
Well, of course, build the wall. We're gonna, and then he'll get them all to chant along with him. Remember, at the end of every speech, the last thing he'll always says, and we're gonna make America great again. And they all chant. They all chant.
Mm-hmm.
They say, lock her up, build the wall.
Mm-hmm. It's just 1984 come to life. And I bet Biden's just a bit jealous that he can't do it.
Because remember, John, he goes up to the podium, he starts going to tell you his slogan.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
Corn Pop was a bad dude. Corn Pop, Corn Pop, Corn Pop.
Oh.
Well, Harold, I am actually going to address him and answer that question. He says, "Why do you hate chanting and slogans?" It's not about hating it. It's about understanding how it is used to program people.
Chanting and slogans is brainwashing. That's all it is.
It's brainwashing.
You do it in church, it's brainwashing. You do it at school, it's brainwashing. You do it at work, it's brainwashing. You do it in politics, it's brainwashing. I mean, you do it in the army and the services, it's brainwashing. You do it. You get it from the media. You get it from your government. It's all brainwashing. They're all trying to get you to conform to their ideals. That's what it's all about. Why do we need to build a wall? We've got a moat. All we need to do is enforce it.
And it's a pretty big moat.
It is a big moat. I mean, and it wouldn't be hard to put quite a lot of people in small boats, small fast boats, and just skip across that all the time and take them right back to where they came from.
So I'm not entitled to, well, I say I'm not entitled to, I am entitled to, but I cannot receive NHS dentistry anywhere here, right? And we've spoken about this a great deal of times. And then you see these people that, once again, we were talking about last night. We don't know who they are. We don't know where they're from. We don't know what their intentions are because they don't reveal themselves. They chuck their passports in the channel, right? How are we even supposed to know where they're from, who they are, whether or not their claims of asylum are genuine? Okay, until we know that, we shouldn't even be proceeding on anything, I don't think. But secondly, they're getting, and I quote, private dentistry, private healthcare, meals cooked for them every day, and money to go out and spend, and things like festival tickets. So then I'm sitting there thinking to myself, you know, the English Channel's less than 500 feet away from my house. Should I just go get into it? Swim up to the harbour and go, hey, need some help. Want a dentist?
In an Albanian accent.
I want a dentist.
Greetings, I am from Albania, a land of plenty. I come bearing gifts.
What I mean by festival tickets is they offered them things like Glastonbury and Reading and Leeds tickets so that they could go and have some fun and enjoy themselves.
Ooh.
Are you getting given Glastonbury, Reading and Leeds tickets, John?
No, I'm getting given nothing.
I just want a bloody dentist. That's all I want. Too much to ask for, apparently. Too much to ask for. You can see why some people are getting a bit annoyed. I mean, I believe it's Essex. You can fact check me on this, but in one town in Essex, I believe the people coming off the boats now outnumber the locals in the town.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's not a problem.
But I can certainly see why the locals will be getting very upset.
Yeah, absolutely. I can see that as well.
Especially when there are people in, lower classes of people having to use the food. You have to use the food bank versus that person over there is getting free hot square meals cooked for them every day.
Yeah, why aren't we looking after our own?
Well, you would hope.
But we don't look after our own.
We don't, because there are so many people on our streets today.
Yeah.
There are so many people on our streets today who, I'm not saying the majority of them or anything, but, a great few of them did things like serve our country.
It's like the difference between... See, we're more like America than anything, right? And we seem to be following them closer and closer, which is quite worrying. Because if you look at places like San Francisco, which is turning into a complete and utter shithole, right? Mm-hmm. Why?
And I would actually say that literally, because isn't there literally an app for San Francisco to detect how much human feces is on the street? Yeah.
So the problem is they're not looking after their people, right?
No, they're not.
But you have a very open drug culture in the Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
And yet the Netherlands, Amsterdam doesn't look like San Francisco at all. Amsterdam's a lovely place to go around.
Well, no, because
because they look after their people. They don't allow people to live in the street.
And the social programs are very much geared towards helping people.
Yeah, well,
that are there.
Yes and no, right? So the social programs in Amsterdam are quite carrot and stick, okay?
Right.
Whereas in the more liberal US, it's all carrot, no sticks.
Mm.
So what happens is you get put in a shelter in Amsterdam or whatever if you're homeless, right? And you don't want to live in a shelter because a shelter's just a big open hall, right?
Mm-hmm.
You've no privacy. You've got a bed, and you've no privacy, right? But there are also private rooms. If you want to go into a private room, all you need to do is pass a drug test. If you pass a drug test, you get a private room. If you fail your drug test next week, you lose your private room and you go back into the shelter. You don't get put out in the street, right? But you want your privacy and you want your private room, you got to pass the drug test and you got to keep passing the drug test. So it encourages people to get clean.
That is quite good.
Yeah, it's carrot and stick, right? And you think of the Dutch are all liberal woolies, but they're not. You know, the Dutch can be quite hard at times. But that's a good way of doing it because you're rewarding people who are getting themselves off drugs. But you're not letting them die in the street. You know?
I will say this. Coming off the amount of sugar I take in every day, it's like saying...
Well, it's exactly the same, Ben. It's not like it. It's exactly the same because regardless of what they tell you, you're stimulating the same part of your brain as cocaine does. So, coming off sugar's the same. The withdrawal symptoms you get are the same as coming off drugs.
Well, I probably assume
too much
for a day.
It's just crazy. How much water do you need to drink to keep up with that?
I don't really drink.
So the problem is you're drinking sugary drinks and drinking sugary drinks to replace the water that the sugary drinks require. So you're on an ever increasing cycle.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, and that's why you have put weight on.
Food? It's definitely not food. I eat 1 meal and I don't.
I don't know how you can drink 8 cans a day.
Apparently
Do you not feel like you're all bloated all the time?
I used to. Not so much anymore.
You mean you're getting used to it? That's even more frightening.
Yeah, so tomorrow night I'm going to be an absolute asshole.
Is he...
Still
No, is he better now? Is he... Well, wait a minute. Don't do anything. Is he better now?
Yeah.
Talk to them.
Do I... No.
I didn't mute... Oh.
Because I think it's... Yes.
You think? I've muted you. Right, try it now.
Should be alright. How's this? Is this better? Let me know. Crackle. Yeah, but has it improved or not? Simple yes or no. Oof. If it's bad, then we'll see them out. We'll see them out. It's not got better. Let me try this. Although John can't hear it, problem must be somewhere with the system.
Yeah, it sounds fine to me. And I'm monitoring. Yeah, I'm not seeing... See, when you're not talking, there's no bars on OBS.
It shouldn't be.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So if you think if there was a crackle and there was something wrong, you would... So is my audio okay? It's your fucking laptop.
Well, it can't be.
USB connection.
Once again, it can't be.
John's silky smooth. John's is fine, right? Now.
But it can't because if it comes to you just fine,
Hold on.
then the problem is there.
Does that make any difference, people?
Hello?
You might have an echo now.
How does that sound? Does that sound good? Does that sound bad? Do I sound silky smooth? That's better.
Do they have an echo? Aye.
Yes,
I can see
apparently
there's
I
an
have an
echo.
echo. So flick me back to how I was.
Yeah, that's you
See if
back
that
to how
makes a
you were.
difference. So does that?
Right.
The
Wait until
guitar's
give
not
them time. Give them
plugged in.
time. Give them time to catch up.
Apparently that's fine. That's better.
Right. So it's not OBS then. It's the road.
So what? So when that happens, just flick it over to the other channel, then flick it back.
It's not even that. All I need to do is turn off the mix minus and turn it back on.
Okay.
The echo should have gone now.
There we go. Right. Yeah. Speaking of going now,
Yeah. You done?
This is sticking to me.
Okay.
It's time to get out here, and it's time to. I'm going to have a little ceremony and say goodbye to my fizzy drinks. It's going to be private. Right? There will be tears. So wish me luck.
Yeah. What, right. I told
And I'll see-
Cherie to meet us at 10 tomorrow.
So by that, what he means is tomorrow night's show will feature the Chasing Descent dwarf, Cherie. She will be here.
So we better think of something for her to do.
We've got to dress her up as something, haven't we? She said she's willing to do anything,
Yeah.
which I thought was a bit much, but you know.
She came on the meeting on Wednesday in a panic, saying, "Am I on the show tonight? Oh no, am I on the show tonight?" You know, on before I started the pre-roll, because I've got to, you know how I have to fire up Ring Central to take control of the camera before I fire up OBS. So anyway, she came on the meeting, goes, "Am I on the show tonight? I see him in the thumbnail," and I goes, "No, you're just there to fill space on the thumbnail."
Was this yesterday, by any chance?
Yeah. So I said, no, meet us on Friday at 10 o'clock or for All In, and you will be on the beginning of that. And we'll come up with something for you to do.
Yes.
Okay.
And I will endeavour.
I've got an idea.
Okay, we'll just leave it at that. Just leave it at that. Thank you for all those who've chucked in a few quid tonight. We really do appreciate it. This has been the Fireside Grifting. Next week, if we do it again, we will try and give you a better little graphic, right?
A better little graphic?
Well,
I
might see if I can get a green screen in here.
And do a fire?
Mm.
Oh, I've got a green screen. You know that.
I'll see what I can do.
Well, I thought I could set up the camera over on the comfortable chairs, and I could just lean back in a comfortable chair and speak to you. Speak to you.
You could. Alternatively, I could just do this and refocus my camera.
That's not a great look.
I think it's wonderful.
It's
Actually,
like watching Shamu coming out the pool.
That's it. We've peaked.
Yeah. Oh, God. So with that, thank you. Thank you, one and all. Do you want an outro?
Give them one.
Should we give them an outro?
Let's give them
Do
one.
they deserve an outro? We'll give them an outro. It's been great. For you.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say, yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
I can't contain it, I'm coming out with a statement. You really changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta struggle through the sewer.
What you say, yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say, yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build